Alright, thank you for the brother. We are from our vision. PUSU was a any points according expression first prime to make a positive impact to on and off celebration. But when I is to retire and concentration first in becoming eventually leadership and contributing to the betterment of community from the vision that one encourage all of the fresh members to being a good leader and have a character group as the vision operation. And we have want to build the values of all of the president university and advancing the international until next. Okay, and then for mission after mission, the empathy, and then the progress, and then engage. For the empathy itself, provide empathy, promote development, and inclusivity, foster the sense of identity. And then the progress toward development, change, progress, carrying out its movement, pursue, and then engage, strive to involve fresh members in diverse curriculum, event that contribute to their learning, and then promote their personal development and enhance their overall university experience. And next, our events, we have three events in one. Yeah, we seek and encourage our president initiative to first to understand about the current needs and locally and nationally. And next, other connect that we have to inform and convey about the and it is a program for all fresh members. And next, last is our weekly update on how that propose to encourage fresh members to be more aware on mental health issues. I think that's all from us. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you for coming to go cabinet. Please give applause to the first cabinet. We will hear the vision and mission from cabinet for Cordelia cabinet. Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So we are from the cabinet. And then for the first, our vision is, as we know, PUSU is the biggest organization in Brazil. So, as the biggest organization, we want to and we provide this organization to provide the positive and the knowledge supporting environment with the enhance the leadership quality and make the differences between the fresh universe, other organizations, and also the teacher, with the aim of being able to create the quality expression. And to support our mission, we have to and we
wanted to join our activities and events. And next we will deliver by my partner.
Okay, and then for broadcasting or sounding that I have mentioned of Satria, that we also will give them the value of why if they join the PUSU event, and then one of them is they can develop their self, and then they can explore again their skills, their leadership, and then their teamwork with PUSU event, because PUSU event involve every major in every President University, and also they can have connection with all majors, so that the PUSU the event of PUSU will as the media for unite all the major from President University. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for Magnifico Cabinet for the response. Next, we would like to hear from Cordelia Cabinet. Please give your answers to the public debate motion. Start from now.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So as we know, when we join any activities on any event in President University itself, we must to be first. We have to make the communication fit, because as we know, we are together in to achieve our goals itself, and we must to make a good connection between of them, and recognition, because we must to tell our, like for example is when we have the obstacle or any something the problem in our event, so we must to be able share our what we feeling and what we will feeling that time, and we must to know about what we should do for that time. I think that's all.
And also for the special recognition, we can activate the PUSU Instagram account for the event itself, and giving more awareness about the event. And we can also make some exhibition about PUSU, and then we can also share about our event and give the explanation about the event, and so they can understand what is the insight that they can get from the event. And any other things we can also discuss with them, like we can they can give us some suggestions, such as for the speaker or for the any others. I think that's all. Thank you very much. Okay, you still have 20 seconds. Do you want to add the answers?
Okay, so I think for the ads, some ads for me, we must to share for the President University, because when they are join any event in President University, so they have the many opportunity to have the more knowledge and more activities and more training in that event. So I think that's all from the Cordelia Cabinet. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for Cordelia Cabinet. Now the next is the first cabinet will respond to the cabinet 2 answers. You have 2 minutes to give your opinion. Start from now.
Okay, thank you for opportunity. So we respond that if we only give them explain the feeling and then the obstacles at the first place to the press universe, they might fear to follow our event. So that the first thing first is we give to them is the value of the event, and then the value of the event if they follow our event. Also, if the feeling and the obstacle only, they kind of will think about the PUSU event is too hard, and then it's too hard to follow, and then it's like a burden for them if they follow the PUSU event. If they, the first place we told them about the feeling of the obstacles. Maybe Satria or more.
And for the sounding and broadcasting, if you only make a PUSU or PUSU of Instagram, that's not a big impact. And in our opinion, we must do sounding by modes, and we make a relation big link for all of the operation first to know the benefit what they can get from the events and the activities that PUSU make, and then so that we build the relation with there and engage them to make a big character building in these activities from PUSU. That's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Magnifico Cabinet. For the next, time's up. For the Cordelia Cabinet, you can give response to the first cabinet. You have 2 minutes to respond. Start from now.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So I think for the Magnifico Cabinet, you shared that our opinion, because you tell us about the first, you must to share that what the positively there's must to join that event, and the second you tell how to there's know about that event, because yeah, we tell they know that event from our social media, or we open the exhibition, not only the social media itself. And then we must be honest to every single day student in this President University, because when they do not understand about that obstacle, I think we can not to be prepared about what we should do to maintain that problems, and what we should do to make the best with ourselves to take that decision. So.
And as like what we explained before about the open relation, we will also make an exhibition, and in that exhibition we will have an open discussion, so they can really know the insight that they can get from the event. And besides that, big event doesn't mean it is more hard, but in here we can see the perspective from the big event. You can to be learn more, and then you can the change for you is more wider, and there's so much things that you can get from here.
Okay, I think that's all from the Cordelia Cabinet. Thank you.
Okay. You still have 30 seconds. You want to add? Okay. Next. You on for the Magnifico Cabinet, you will have 1 minute to respond to the second cabinet. Start from now.
Alright, thank you, and we want to respond to the statement from Cordelia Cabinet. If you only state the obstacle that we know, every obstacle in our event is different, and when we are to clear the obstacle and struggle, we have to convey that what is the problem, and then if you want to make their interest with our activities and events, we have to discuss private, not only in open booth exhibition, because in open booth exhibition, not all of the British universe want to come to our open booth exhibition. Next.
And then also, if we are to be honest with the obstacle, it will make our event struggle to have a committee. And then be honest, but not in the first place. I think that's all from Adam's comments. Thank you.
Thank you for Magnifico Cabinet. Next, for Cordelia Cabinet, you only have 1 minute to respond to Magnifico Cabinet. Start from now.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So, yeah, we have to straight that our point. So, first thing is we share any information regarding to that event we must to do, because yeah, as we know, when we have to know any information and any obstacle in that event to clear, we can just prepare for that any obstacle and any problems in that event.
And also, we also want to highlight about the open discussion. In there, we can also give the insight and the brief explanation of the event, so the president can be more curious and interested about the event, and they can also see from the Instagrams what is already happening there, and see bahasa gambarannya of the events, and they can
use proper English. I want to remind, for this public debate, you use in proper English. Even though you cannot speak, please kindly to speak in English. Okay? Next, we will move to the second motion. For Cordelia Cabinet, you can choose between
Number 3.
Number 3, okay. For motion number 3, the question is, how to build awareness and increase Press Universe support for PUSU as the executive body representing student interests? Is it necessary to question how to build and discuss the concrete steps that can be taken to engage Press Universe, improve cooperation with other organizations and associations on campus, and change the image and relevance of PUSU in the eyes of the student? Is that clear enough? Do you want me to repeat one again?
Sorry, because we see that the question is
The third motion, right?
yes. But the end of the third motion is student in interest.
Student interest.
Yes.
I will repeat the question again for the third motion. How to build awareness and increase Press Universe support for PUSU as the executive body representing student interests. In addition, discuss 2 concrete steps that can be taken to engage Press Universe, improve cooperation with other organizations and associations on campus, and change the image and relevance of PUSU in the eyes of the student. For Cordelia Cabinet, you have 2 minutes to answer that question. Start from now.
Okay, thank you for the question. So regarding the question is for the can make the brief improvement to the awareness itself. So we can share our event, especially the event is already done itself. And then we share about what we should joining that event. So especially from the new generation or the new student in the President University itself. And we share about any information regarding that event. So in the PUSU, so we can tell the positively and the positively that much to join the event in the President University Student Union.
And for the concrete step, first we can also be a role model for the Press Universe, so they can think of, so our value can be more higher, and they can see that we are really responsible and have the quality and really brave. And also for about the corporation, we can be a corporation with the PUSU and any other organization and have a good network with them. So we can have a really good communicate and can bonding and have informal discussion. I think that's all.
Okay, I want to add something. So regarding to the, so we can have socialization from between the President University student, and then we must share of the impactful they join that event and the organization in this President University, because as the role models itself, we must to in daily life we must to take ourselves in the manners conditions. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you for the cabinet for the answers. Next, For Magnifico Cabinet, you have 2 minutes to answer the motion. Start from now.
Alright, thank you very much for the motion and the opportunities. We are, in our opinion, and we are as an executive body, we are engaged and platforming to build as an support press universe to becoming an influential leadership and have a critical thinking with our character building in our activities. And then we will make a good relation with our platform and media such as Instagram, podcast on PUSU and our events that we can give a big movement for them, and then they can join and they becoming influential leadership. And next we'll refer by Mekong.
Okay, and in addition, about the awareness, that for additional, we have the event that can make them to be more aware about PUSU. That the PUSU is one of important organization in this university, and also we can work together because we know that we need them in the PUSU event, and then they need us to have the event in Presiden University. But, and then also, as have mentioned by Satria, that the aspiration from them is important for us to evaluate more. And then we provide the aspiration, and then we say to them that evaluate what they have told us, and it can make them more aware of our existence in Presiden University.
And for the last one, we are give the respondent, and for their feedback for us is the one of manpower for PUSU activities and events that can run it. Thank you.
Thank you, Magnifico Cabinet, for the statement and answers regarding this motion. Next, for Cordelia Cabinet, you will have 2 minutes to give response to Magnifico Cabinet's statement. Start from now.
Okay, thank you. So, but from the motion from regarding to cabinet PUSU, but they don't say how to that share their opinion, their statement. But in our opinion is the main point is how to share that information regarding to any obstacle or any information regarding that event. So they know about what the impactful of they are to join that event. So I think you must to share first the information. After that, you must do what you said before. I think that's all for me.
And also, I think the movement is not really enough because the press universe is want to see not only hear from the explanation, and then that's why, as you mentioned before, we have to be a role model for the press universe.
And to make the to building the character awareness for us, the role models itself, which is us, the President University Student Union, we have to good attitude first. And when we have the good attitudes, I think all President University student can see the rules model and can see what the main characters of the leaders. I think that's all from Cordelia Cabinet. Thank you.
Thank you. You still have 15 seconds to add. Do you have? Okay. Next, for Magnifico Cabinet, you will have 2 minutes to respond to Cordelia's statement. Start from now.
Alright, thank you for the opportunities. And when Cordelia said that the member is share information, now if we are only share the information, not make a discussion, how we can manage them and make them interest to join our activities or our events. And as the representative of the students, we have to know what they need to interest, and then we have to make them trust with us as the representative body, as an executive in Presiden University, and the discussion, and they have to understanding all of the PUSU and all of the activities and all of the events that we have to know what they want. And next to the provider.
Also, that has been mentioned by Cordelia itself that the obstacle that has been taught to the president first or when we want to hold the event, every obstacles in every year is different, and then every people that conduct or hold the event is different, so that we cannot say it first in the first place about the obstacles. Like that, we have to give them the valuable, also give them the what's the event itself, and then more explanation about the event, not the techniques. Because if we just open the techniques, they will think that oh, it's complicated. We don't want to be involved in this event. So that if we just say the obstacles, and then the obstacles is different, we cannot do it. So still with value, and then the promotion also by branding the PUSU itself by the event.
Time's up. Next, for Cordelia Cabinet, you will have 1 minute to answer the Magnifico Cabinet statement. Start from now.
Okay, thank you. So we still straight to our statement is what we also know about the information because we collect first. We collect first, so we share the information. So so when we share the information, we must collect the data, right? So it's mean like when we must share the information, we must to know what the information or any obstacle and any values or something like that to that regarding to that event. So we must do share that information.
And also for the complicated things, as I mentioned before, it can be something that we can learn something new and wider. And also, so can the PUSU is not only the branding is not only connection from the other major, but we can also learn many things. And that's all from us. Thank you very much.
Time's up. Next, for Magnifico Cabinet, you will have 1 minute to state your statement to Cordelia Cabinet and work up your conclusion through this motion.
Alright, thank you.
Start from now.
Alright, thank you very much for the opportunities. And as we hear from the Cordelia Cabinet that collective data and how we want to know how we can get the collective data if we don't make a discuss and don't know about their feedback about our activities and our events, and then why we only focus in the information. We branding and highlight the benefit that they can get in our activities and event. And next to the Ruben.
And then for the obstacle, we want to ask to the before us that it's too many site or and then we think that we still have to promote by.
Time's up. Thank you for Magnifico Cabinets. Next, we will proceed to the last motion. The second motion. The question is, how can you ensure that every department has equal and adequate representation in the PUSU governance structure? Are changes in the selection or representation system necessary? Discuss too about the alternative solutions that are feasible to achieve this goal and strengthen PUSU representation in department level.
same system like that. And also,
and then we discuss and we know about what is the plan A, B, and C that have the correlation and can make the PUSU is the representative body activities, and we manage the member and their job desk immediately. Thank you very much. That's all from us.
Thank you, Magnifico Cabinets, for the answer for this motion. Next, for Cordelia Cabinet, you have 2 minutes to answer this motion. Start from now.
Okay, thank you for the motion. So, for the first is we asked about the reason, the reason and the answer from the any suggestion from the management itself. So, and we collect any data for the previous activities from the PUSU itself, and we can know about the any activities and any event that. So after we are collect the data, and after that we must to make communication or some discussion with the others members, and then after that we must to share about that activities and their activities to the management itself.
And from us and for the other member, we can learn something that already happened, and we can see the light and the gap. And for the system, we want to connect our PUSU mission and the previous system also, because for us it is easier to make something better and maximize it rather than to make it from zero.
Okay, so yeah, same like with the as we said before, because we must to collect that data and make some discussion with our members regarding that to answer that activities must be imposed or not, something like that. So I think that's all from the Cordelia Cabinet. Thank you.
Thank you, Cordelia Cabinet, for your statement. For Magnifico Cabinet, you can respond to Cordelia Cabinet in 2 minutes. Start from now.
Alright, thank you very much for the presentation. We will want to respond that statement from Cordelia Cabinet that in collective data, how you can collect this data from the external PUSU that when you want to make the PUSU in internal PUSU that make a good system in internal PUSU, why you don't do consultation? Why you not consult with the previous structure or in our format? Why you still choose the external or still choose the fresh universe collective data? And then we want to engage the fresh universe to interest in our activities, not to share information about our internal, because of that we have to consult with our former members, and then we discuss with our member, and then we can manage and share the interesting and highly benefit for the practitioners. Next.
we think that if the changes, PUSU system is not, the process of system changes in PUSU cannot be shared to the external part of PUSU. But even though it's external that has been mentioned by Satya, it's the former or the previous cabinet. And also for the information that we can, it's shown the weakness of PUSU, that if PUSU shared the process of changing system to the press universe, it will make the point of view from press universe will is PUSU is like doesn't have cannot make a decision or something like that. I think that's for us, from us. Thank you.
Thank you, Magnifico Cabinet, for the response to Cordelia Cabinet. Now, Cordelia Cabinet, you have 2 minutes to respond back to Magnifico Cabinet statement. Start from now.
Okay, first, thank you for the opportunity. First, we are not mentioning about external. What we say is our management, and then our member and us. And we will also, from the previous cabinet, we will also make some connection so we can really fill the gap and the lag, and then make it completely better.
So regarding to previous statement, so we must know about the feedback from the management itself, which is the SA as the head of the supervisor from the PUSU itself. So it's been like when we know about our activities and our feedbacks from the running the activities, so we can make the conclusion and we can make the statement, and we after that we must to communicate again with our member itself to make the some improvement to that statement from the feedback from the SA, and of course from the our members in PUSU, and of course the committees in the our event in the president university student event.
Or also we have to make it with the SA because we want to maintain the good relation between us, and that's why we have meeting her. And besides that, we will also want to us and the previous member still have a good relation, and so our other members can make a consultation about the events or the other program that's still related from the previous cabinet.
Okay, so for the some addition is because our motto is have the good connection between our members and of course our management in campus. So I think, yeah, that's all for me. Thank you.
Time's up. Next, for Magnifico Cabinet, you have 1 minute to state your statement for Cordelia Cabinet. Start from now.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity and thank you for the cabinet. So, first of all, SA is the next level of our organization. So, if we go to SA, we're not just we bring a raw system. We have to make a compact system and we propose to them, and then so that we can just bring the system that is still it's still confusing, so that we have to make to bring a good system to them and then propose to them. If the consultation be held, it's the next chapter.
And next, because the consultation is we highlight to the previous cabinet because they have an experience and give the suggest for the performing of PUSU.
Time's up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Magnifico Cabinet. Now for Cordelia Cabinet, you have 1 minute to respond to Magnifico Cabinet statement. Start from now.
Thank you for the opportunity. So we still stick with our statement. Because to know the consultation have to be due because we must to know about the feedback from the SA itself, because just not break the role, because as we know, as the can we explain is like as the mothers or the fathers in the president university, so we must to ask the parent first. So it's mean when we must to be good child, so we must to ask the parent, which is the SA in the president university, as the our parent in the president university student union.
And I think for the consultation, we can still get something from that and take it that things that still can be related in our cabinet and our organization, so we can improve our organization better from various point of view.
Time's up. Thank you, Cordelia Cabinet. Now is it time for us to hear from our esteemed judges in panel session. For the both cabinet, you will have time to answer after the panelists give their score and opinion and statement about your cabinet. Please take a note of each panelist statement. Now we will proceed to the first panelist. For Dozer, you can give your statement about for the first panelist, we'll give
Magnifico Cabinet President for state.
Okay, so thank you for your answer. Maybe I want to ask, maybe what for the first motion, I would like to ask, like, is it good communication for the presidents become interest for PUSU? And you said you want to embrace. What's the way? You explain what's the way to embrace them. To embrace them to know and embrace the PUSU. And also, like, I think your answer, it's like, you can say just start in communication. Is there any other way? That's not good. And then next my question, I would like to ask also for motion number 2, was motion. I think we probably it's not like answering the motion. I don't know, like if you hear the motion clearly or not, because like in the motion it's asked how can you ensure that every faculty or major has an equal opportunity and representation in PUSU membership, not PUSU activities. And also it's stated that also international students, but you don't say anything about international, even you say about activity. So I don't get any answer from both of you. Okay, and yeah, so that's my question. Especially for the international students, how is to invest them, to ask them to have this opportunity to join PUSU. Next, also my question, will be the last question for Magnifico. You said that for the motion number 3, how to build awareness and increase president support. As the executive body representing students in the West. Why you only like say that first step, you just need good cooperation or coordination with only PUSU? Like this, start out of is it enough only that, and is it enough to take the interest from president first, only just from PUSU, not any others, maybe department like from the sciences or from the BSc? Okay, I think that's all my question for Magnifico. Okay, and now my question for Cordelia. Maybe for the first question, it seems like the Magnifico. I don't think like I got any answer for the motion number 2, because same, you only state that it take the interest to join PUSU events, activities, but the motion said that then for join PUSU membership, join PUSU, opportunity to join PUSU, and said like it's already stated that for international students, but even that you said to take your interest to join PUSU activities, but when's the act to attract the international students, you don't say any of that thing. And next, I would like to ask, you said that you from IU, and so this for the question number 1, you said that you give recognition for the person who was during the event or during the activities of NS. I would like to ask what type of recognition do you give? And also, what kind of awareness and explanation will you give in the exhibition there? As 3 steps about presenting or giving awareness about your event, because like you just said, you give more awareness, you give more explanation, but there's no like the way. Because the motion said how. If you say how, you must answer the way, not just give more awareness. And maybe will be my last question for Delia. Yeah. How can you give I mean like tell them the impact if they join PUSU or any other activity that can increase their support their activity. Because like we just said, you will give the impact, you will tell them the impact of their how if they not care about it? So yeah, what should you do? Because like maybe same like the others. Some of your answer, is only repeating your answer. Okay, I think that's all from me. I give to the Spanish. Okay, I give to the former Political Cabinet. I will raise on the question.
Okay, thank you for the question and thank you for the question, panelists. So, we would like to answer. So the first is about the first question is we say the communication, but the communication is the first step of the first place that can be more expand to others. So it's not only a conversation, and then but we can talk more in the event that can show the PUSU itself to the president first. Also for the foreigners or the student, other student is like we share the value and then we give them the activities is to show what is PUSU itself, and then the PUSU as a BEM and PUSU as the organization to help the president first. And then Satria.
And that Carlos said, is it enough with only social media as the platform? We said that we have several events that we can make a bonding for all fresh members that even as the one of main power in to know their feedback and what they think about the PUSU. Thank you very much.
Okay, so still I don't know the way you say how the way you guys say you say that PUSU is helping students or helping university. I mean like what is the way to give the communication in the English?
Thank you very much for the way how can make a good relation with president first. That we have said even is one of the main core that we can make a good relation with president first, because in the event we know about their POV and know about their interest or what they think about PUSU's power. And next.
Okay. I think that's enough. May I answer my next question? So my next question.
So,
Next question.
okay. So, then, actually we have arrived in the third question, but all of the question that you say to us and you deliver to us is about the promotion of PUSU, right? So, what we said is the activities that we mentioned from the motion itself is like the activity is not only to encourage the president to involve in PUSU events, but the event itself will become a weapon to promote the PUSU to the press universe also, and then it will become the image of PUSU
Okay,
to the.
sorry, I think like not all my question about promotion. If I don't know, you remember I asked about the second motion. Yeah, it's asked how to embrace or how to make sure all of the president or major have the same opportunity to join PUSU membership on activities. So I not ask all about the promotion, but the promotion of PUSU activities.
To join this organization. So I think.
And for the second question about the awareness, well, decide to give, explain to them what the purpose of joining the event and give the brief explanation about the event. We can also tell them about the previous speaker, the previous theme of the events, and we can also highlight our good working environment. And we can tell them.
Okay, I got your point. Maybe you can just jump to my question regarding the second motion.
Okay, so the second motion is to make enthusiasm to join the membership in the PUSU itself.
Okay, I repeat again. Yeah, just I already repeated 3 times for people. How can you make sure all of the major and international students in the university get the same opportunity to join PUSU as major, not the international, the same
Same opportunity. So as we know, all of the president of the student is have the same opportunity. So when the we so for the membership itself, we open the open recruitment. First, we open recruitment. So after the president of the student like joining the open recruitment itself, so we can know from the data itself. So so who the join that organization. So it means like when the for example when the major from the international relationship is the dominant participant. So we can jump to and we looking for the sum of the student, and I think we must to be compare with the our majors to join the president university student.
And we can also search the representative of the international and any other student, so they can will really discuss and share about the information regarding the PUSU itself.
Okay, it's good that there's not the answer that I want, honestly, but yeah, it's very good. Yeah, maybe the last problem to all of you. Please, before you answering any question from us, listen carefully to the question and also listen carefully to what we ask. Because if you don't listen carefully, as we know, if you not listen carefully, you won't, or you will not know how to answer our question. Okay, that's all from me.
Next, we will proceed to the next panelist. You will have 20 minutes to this session with Nadine, and for Nadine, time and presenters.
Thank you, David, for the time and opportunity. So first of all, thank you for both cabinet from Magnifico and Cordelia. Both has already explained thoroughly about their vision, missions, and work plan. And yeah, I would like to congratulate you guys as well, since you've already made it to the stage. And I'm happy that both cabinet discussed well during the public debate, so it's not just one person's performance, but both performed well. Okay, so let's jump into the panel session, which I'm going to ask several questions. Maybe we can start from Magnifico. Okay, so for Magnifico, I would like to ask about your missions. Are you sure these are missions or these are values in your cabinet? Because they're not explaining what are you trying to do to achieve your vision. You can answer.
Okay, our mission that we have made is relate with the vision. We make a vision, and then we come up with to make a mission that we have to find a relation between the vision and the mission, and then also we sure that our mission is right, and it's not our it's our mission.
When we are want to make the mission, we knowing about the correlation with our vision, that our mission has to main point to support our vision first, and knowing the vision can be related in our mission. So,
Okay, but are you sure that's what you're trying to do? I know that you guys correlate it in order to achieve it, but do you know the difference of what is a mission and value? Okay, so what's the difference?
The value that we want to met in our cabinet that we want to PUSU as the main power to perform as the make the student in Presiden University get the good leadership and have the character building. Next year.
And for every mission that we have met is what we want to do, and then for like the empathy, and then the progress, and then the engage. Like it's just like the empathy we want to make the awareness of Presiden University be aware about empathy, and then the progress that we don't want to stagnant on the on our work, and then for the engage we want to involve more Presiden University to PUSU. Thank you.
Okay. I think in terms of mission, progressive and engage, you can put it in mission, but empathy is not a mission. Empathy is a value. Okay, next. Next, for your work plan, career connect. This has been done from years to years. So, why do you still put in your work plan? If so, if it's done in your work plan, what makes it different? It is done in Invictus, it is done in Legacy, and so what makes yours different?
Thank you very much for the current connect that we want to make a teamwork with ICC that can we get the information about the job opportunities and the internship program. That after that we made the PUSU Instagram as the main power to inform and convey about the information. Thanks.
Also, is an alternative media to Presiden first that seeking for the job vacancy, and then also it can make the type of engagement of PUSU Instagram.
Okay, do you think that has been done this year in Invictus and Legacy, and before that? Are you sure what you're saying is something new?
Yes, we are sure that because the job and internship program that we know we seek in previous that we have the scholarship or and information, and now we want to focus it in internship program and job variants to inform for freshmen.
Okay, so it's more regarding about internship.
Yes.
Next, for your third work plan, which is Mental Awareness Week. What's the urgency?
Okay. The urgency is about the what happened recently in PUSU itself, the bullying. So a bullying can cause the mental issues, and the mental health will be distracted, and also we concerned about that the bully is not only the physical bully, but it also can met by the verbal bully. And then for this work plan, we want to encourage Presiden first to be more aware of mental health issues. Also, because the bully can make our mental is distracted, and also can distract our work, our study in campus.
And for the additional that, in our opinion, that we want to focus in informing the dangers of bullying that one of the current issues in our campus, and we want to socialization what is the impact if they get the bullying.
Okay, and here is its Mental Awareness Week, right? So this is a weekly program.
Yes.
So weekly programs on your Instagram account. And are you sure people will read what you write there in your Instagram account?
Okay.
How sure are you about it?
Okay, we share, and then how the work plan will work is like we involve them and we ask them, is there any experience that they have been bullied or something like that, and then we compare compare it, and then we unite the feedback from President first, and then we explain, and then we give the solution, and then we want the purpose to make the president more aware about the bullying and then the mental health issues.
Okay, but don't you think that's a personal issue? Are you sure people will want to share about their stories being bullied on their social media and on PUSU's Instagram account, who is supposed to represent how good the campus is actually?
Okay, we will ask for the permission to them, and then as I have heard also in every press universe said the portion of bullying is high right now.
And we can make a PUSU aspiration week as the one of the platform that they can write something about the bullying, and they can write anonym, and we can involve to knowing the depth of the information.
Right, I think that's all for the people. Just for work plan only. Next, I want to move on to Cordelia first. I'm going to ask about their.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next for Cordelia, I would like to ask the same question, which is the same one with Magnifico. You know what's the difference of mission and value? Your mission are, all of them are about value. Brave, responsibility, quality. How are these three things supposed to achieve your mission?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, Kak Nadine. So regarding to we create our vision is brave. Why we so brave? Because when we brave, we can take any opportunity in outside. So after we brave, we must know like how we get that opportunity and what the trick or what the trick to get that opportunity. After we brave, and after we running that the opportunity, we doing that everything we should want in this president university activities or something like that, we must be responsible, because when the responsible, we can learn about, we have the knowledge about, we can be the leaders, and we can be the more creativity with the anything we do. And after that, when the leadership and creativity has been created, so
And then after the responsibility, we must also have the quality. So not only take responsible until the end of the period, but we have also make some the work is still have a great quality, because it is something that everyone can still see. So we're not just doing it for only because of the task of the PUSU itself, but because we really bring it because it is our mission.
So after that we have the quality, because and after we do that the mission, we believe we can, and we believe the all students in President University have the more quality generation for the Indonesia. I think that's what from the Cordelia Cabinet. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Alright, we move on to the work plan. Here you have Parsing and Pride, Recycle Hub, and Linking Hearts. Recycle Hub says there's a place to sell used items that can still be reused from Press Universe to Press Universe at a lower price. What is the objective and the urgency of this work plan, since you have this in MOF?
So as you know, we have the Ministry of MOF in the President University Student Union. So the urgency of this work plan is mirroring to our experience, because when the student come from the other island and they don't know about this environment, and of course they don't have the family in here, so that can help to get the items for press universe, it's mean like the the seniors, and then after that, so we can search and looking for the good items from them, and the senior can share to the press universe itself.
Our price that will be given is based on the quality of the goods itself, and we can first we have to take a look about the good, is it still good or not, and if they have something minus, we can think about the minus, so and then we give the price, and then I think it can be help many students in President University, especially the juniors. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Cornelia. You guys,
Thank you.
next, my question. We move on to public, what you guys have been discussing before. So the first, what's the first one? That made sense. You were supposed to give a good awareness through social media and then through exhibition. What I think you guys could actually add is in terms of offline awareness, outside of the exhibition. Maybe there are small little things by giving out hands out about what's your event and so on, or those are the things that you can teach to your members. In terms of Magnifico, you guys didn't really answer the actual concrete things that you would do in terms so that people want to engage, enjoy the event itself. Since the motion here clearly says that how to enhance the awareness and motivation, since a lot of people are starting to not be engaged with our event in PUSU. That's what I see. Then my question is, some of you also says that how you attract them is actually, both of you actually mentioned that you guys want to give insight and you want to tell the value that you will get out of PUSU, right? But the motion here says people are losing interest in PUSU's events. So those are two contradictory things. The motion says they're losing interest, yet you guys are still very confident that the event is very beneficial for the press universe. The truth is, fact is, sometimes they can get those values and those benefits from PUMA or from CNC, not necessarily from PUSU. So what's your unique selling point? What makes you different? Magnifico can answer, or Cordelia, which one is, who's more ready to answer, or you may answer? One, I'll choose that. Yeah, okay, from Magnifico first.
Okay, thank you for the question. So we said that we are different because our event or the value that Manas has mentioned that can given from other organization, but different is that the scale of our event, and then the hype and the ambience, and then the experience that will be given to them is different.
But it clearly says in the motion that they're losing interest. So you don't have ambience, you don't have hype, because they're losing interest.
No, but the thing is like maybe they are losing interest because they see like the event is like only it seems like the previews, and then they just hear the story from their senior or something like that. But and then how we approach them, that we want to make that's why in our mission we have progress, so that we don't want to stagnate, and then we don't want to make President Universe to lose their interest to us, that we make improvement and make evolution. Okay?
And for the reaching the President Universe have losing interest from the story of the others, we reaching out them with our progressive movement that we want to improve, we want to make the big impact and movement in our events, that what the different and special concept in our events. So.
Okay, thank you. Next from Cordelia, you may answer.
And I think if there have some loose interest, we as a PUSU member can discuss and ask them about it and why they are really lose interest about our event, and then we can make a discuss with PUSU, and then we can make something that is related to them.
So yeah, how to the first the statement that Astri said, we make the interest again from our student in president university. How we can do that? For the first thing is maybe when some of people in the president university, which is the student itself, maybe have the like too scared to join. Just like to out to their comfort zone. So what we should do is first, maybe we can make some activities to create more leadership, more interest and more brave to the student in president university itself. So I think when we have do that things, so I think we can get more interest to the president of university to join that organization. I think that's all from me for Delia. Thank you.
Okay, wait, so the point is, out of all, give it in 1 point, just 1 point.
The point is we create a game and we knew the things we should do to make the interest again to the president.
Discuss and you make something new.
Yes.
Alright, okay, that's for the first motion. I think both, in terms of first motion, both cabinet needs to think technically. Most of your answers, some of them are, you are able to actually do it, but some of them are just, those are just answers that you can give quickly, but it's going to be hard for you to actually actualize it when you are going to run as a cabinet. Okay, and then for this next motion, you guys want from motion 1, then motion 3. Motion 3, basically, for both, in my opinion, both cabinet doesn't answer at all about the question. You guys are confused between the first and the third motion. So third motions, your answer is basically the same with the first one. So it really doesn't explain anything. That's why I'm a bit confused. I want to evaluate since there's no answer that you give that correlates with the question. And then the last motion is about the system. Right? And Cordelia mentioned that there will be collective data. Am I right? Yeah, collective data. Is it internal or external?
So for the collective data, it's been like we collect any feedback from the first members in the president in the student union, and after that, because our activities or our event in president PUSU itself have the committee, so we get the data from the feedback from the committees itself and the members of PUSU.
And we're also in MOSD, we have to make a report, and that report is from the Google Form. And the one that filled the Google Form is the committee of the event. And in the form there is a question about the activities, about how their experience and what is the lack. And so from their answer, we can make some discussion and make something new from it.
But the question is, it's about are changes in the selection or representation system necessary? Since the concern is about, is there an equal opportunity and representation in PUSU, especially for the international students? So let's say those members who are in PUSU are mostly from certain majors. Or is it just from certain people who you guys know? Those are the things that is questioned here. It's not about who joined your event or what was the previous date and etc. It's about how you actually engage with them and you're able to make it interesting to each majors. That's why you will have a diversified committee or you will have a diversified member inside your cabinet. That was the question. You will have answered? Good.
Yes, we will make a representative from all the major and also the international student, so they can be more have some discussion, or they can also make more share the information, so all the major and the international student can have an equal information.
How? What kind of discussion? Is it a forum? Is it a what?
I don't know. It's kind of like the brief explanation of the events and kind of maybe of the concept and about the previous events and not the previous event, I mean the previous years.
And you're going to share it where?
I think in the class, because we will send the representative or from their own major.
From their own major, yet they're not your member yet.
Yeah, they are our members.
And you're sure your member will have from all majors?
If we are not having in all majors, then we can send the representative or the faculties also.
Right.
Thank you very much.
From Akitipo, you may answer.
Thank you for the opportunity. So the first is about how we provide, how we define it, how we share it is like we have a previous cabinet also, and then in the previous cabinet, let's say it's have a lot of major included in that cabinet, and then we might ask their help to promote to their major about the PUSU and regulation of PUSU, and also that can reach the new student to more aware about the PUSU.
Okay, so from former to from your seniors to the juniors, right? You're going to consult your former. Do you think your former is still very much attached to the juniors? Aren't your batch the closest to the juniors instead of your formers?
Yes, because the farmers, when the regulation is already done, and farmers actually still supervise all of the new era that after the regeneration for the juniors.
Also, the formers that we mentioned is like let's say it's, we are in Ficus cabinet, and then it seems like our friends, the formers of the next year, like in our sorry, in batch 2022, we will ask to our friend to help us, actually a friend of PUSU, and then try to divide to promote our PUSU, and then to the batch 2023. That's why not the former from 2021 or 2020, but the recent batch. Then.
Okay. I think it's better if you want to consult your former, then make it internally. It's not their job anymore to promote it to someone below you guys. As in below, I meant your juniors. That's your job, not your former's job. Okay, I think that's all from me.
Thank you very much, Kanadi.
Alright. We will thank you for all the cabinets for participating in our public debate of PUSU. And next, we would like to hear from each cabinet to give their closing statement, including your tagline or invitation to the Best Universe to choose you. So for Magnifico cabinet, you have 2 minutes to give your closing statement.
Right, thank you very much for the this. In Magnifico Cabinet, that we want to make a progressive movement, and we will build the good organization that we want to advancing. We have to one purpose that PUSU is and student organization at President University while they are learning in President University until they have a good relation with the other.
And also, we want to encourage to all of you guys to that we want to be more aware and we want to be more close with the President first, either in event, either in aspiration, either in finding something new that's because I have mentioned by Satya that we want to progress, not stagnant. And I think so we think that we have to we have to be more aware of that.
And don't forget to decide your future. Don't forget to vote. Number one, we are next to the Magnifico Cabinet from 10th until 4th July 2023. And the last but not least, Magnifico Cabinet, unleash the magnificence, embrace the radiance, Magnifico. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you so much for next, we would like to, for Cordelia Cabinet, you can give your closing statement for 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So we would like to say thank you for the pros because you are guys to be active to be our campaign cabinet or something like that. But and then we want if we choose to be the next leaders in this President University, we must to be of course we listening to all aspiration and make the good and be better place from the PUSU itself. And then regarding to this campaign and this activity, so we hope all President University can choose and can decide their future leaders. And I think that's all for me.
And also don't forget, we as the President University Student Union want to have a good relationship and have a good bonding with all Presidivers, with the CNC and the management and all of the organization, so we can have a good connection and good environment and to be more positive. And we're also please you to decide your choice and decide your future leaders.
And for our President University student, be prepared because you are the next members for the PUSU 2024. I think that's all for the Cordelia Cabinet. Cordelia Cabinet,
Build the diamond.
building the excellence. Thank you.
I think that's all for our public debate today. I would like to thank you for all the cabinets, all the participants, and also our panelists today for their fair evaluation and constructive feedback. And last but not least, I would like to thank our committee too, and I will give back to the MC.
Once again, please give a big round of applause for all the cabinets. All the cabinets in Thank you to the moderator, panelists, cabinets, and of course to all participants who have joined and carried out this event smoothly. Please give a big round of applause for all of us. Well, it doesn't seem like today is over. Before we dismiss, it's better to close it with a prayer. Pray according to each religion and belief. Pray, begin. Finish.
On behalf of the entire committee, we would like to thank you for your participating in this PUG 2024 sub-event.
I'm Gideon.
And I'm Kezia.
Signing out. See you in the next sub-event. PUG 2024. Cash your phone, cash your future. Okay, before we all dismiss, maybe we should take some documentation. I want to ask all the participants to move forward to the front, to the stage, all the participants and also cabinets. And we also want to invite the panelists, the moderator, to also come to the stage to take a picture together. And also to all the communities. Once again, I want to invite all the participants to move forward to the stage. Yes, all the participants today. And also, okay. We want to invite sir. Please, okay, we will make 2 rows. Yeah, please feel.
Apa kameranya? Itu dibikin dobanya, satunya di panggung. Yang belakang. Sudah naik panggung, sudah naik panggung.
Oke, mungkin boleh dari atas ya. Dan juga untuk semua yang lain yang bisa dari mundur ke belakang. Oke.
Ini nih, thanks banget. Black banget.
Mungkin teman-teman bisa geser.
Oke, dibagi mungkin partnya. Oke, thank you. Ya. Sini.
Yang pakai masker, maskernya boleh dibuka dulu.
Boleh. Bebas ya. Oke, nggak apa-apa.
Yang di sebelah kiri miring ke kanan. Gini.
Ya. Serong,
Nah, serong ya.
Penyerong.
Yang sebelah kanan serong ke sini.
Foto formal dulu.
Jadi
Oke.
gitu aja. Yuk.
Ready? Hitung ya.
Ya. 1, 2, 3.
Lagi.
Oke.
Jangan lupa senyum.
1, 2, 3.
Oke, mungkin kita bisa kayak bebas dulu, kayak bebas sekali. Oke, kayak bebas. Kayak bebas. 1, 2, 3. Video tagline mana? Masih ingat ya kalau kita bilang PUSU 2023, cash your vote, cash your future. 24, sorry. Cash your vote, cash your future. Oke.
Bentar ya.
Oke, ready?
Wait.
Oke.
Yuk.
Ready? PUSU 2024, cash your vote, cash your future. Tepuk tangan. Oke, terima kasih untuk semua partisipan. Dipersilakan untuk kembali ke tempat duduknya masing-masing. Mungkin untuk kabinet mau ada foto, kabinet beserta tim sesnya. Untuk per kabinet kita mau ada foto juga, boleh. Untuk mungkin untuk kabinet satu dulu foto bersama dengan tim sesnya.